I'm glad you remembered his name. I would never would.
Oh, no, I had to look it up. I didn't remember his name.
Oh, welcome to the Alpha Primos podcast, the show where we talk about anything and everything, from chilling with the Fantastic Four to going through Sue Storm's back door. Hey, I'm Juan Solo.
And that is Namor's ultimate conquest. I am Jay.
Right.
Namor is coming for it. Namor is coming for it.
Maybe for this episode, my name tag will just temporarily say Namor.
Namor.
Oh yeah, you guys introduce yourselves.
What's up, everybody? I'm Paco.
Yeah, I'm JJ. I said that already, but
Yeah.
Name tag right there.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Coming back from our Xbox Pixel Primos. For those of you that haven't checked it out yet, be sure to check it out. We talk about all the new Xbox games that are coming up. If gaming is not really your thing, well then be sure to check out our 6-9 special.
That's right.
Yes. Wait, the TikTok is back, by the way. We need let's plug. You can follow us on Instagram, Alpha Primos, and follow us on TikTok, alpha.primos on TikTok. Yeah. But yes, the clip, it's back. It was re-edited, and honestly, I think this re-edited version is somehow funnier.
It is
than the uncensored
I
version.
enjoy our sailor talk.
Right. If you want to understand that joke, check out the TikTok.
That's right.
But yes, you alphas, if you haven't checked out those past videos, please go check them out.
Yeah.
Give them a watch. Otherwise, if not, then just keep watching this one. It's fine. You won't hurt our feelings.
Go back and watch.
But we would greatly appreciate it if you do.
Yeah,
but speaking of alphas, we must acknowledge our boy. Yes.
The one and only.
Jojira.
Our rock. The one constant in my life.
Yes. He left us a comment on our Xbox Developer Direct Supremos episode, where he said that he's also excited for Doom.
Yeah.
And also for the fighting kaiju. Yeah. I should read the exact quote. It's, I'm excited for Doom also, but I'm in it for fighting kaiju.
That's a fair assessment. Yes. Fight all the kaijus, all the demon kaijus.
Definitely. No, yeah, that game just is.
That game's gonna be fire. That's all I know.
Yeah. It has all the workings to be.
I mean, I said it in the original review. They found a way to make me like a shield. Like,
yeah, I've seen some people make the shield already.
Yeah,
I've seen they've already made the shield. Like, man, y'all work quick.
Yeah,
I will say
I gotta
this
buy
is
a
one of
fucking
the
3D printer, man.
Right.
I will say that his look in Doom Dark Ages or whatever. I like his look with the fur
with the fur
cape and everything. I'm like, dude, you look even more badass than usual. I didn't know they could do that. Like, you look way more badass. Like, if I could ever have a suit, that's the suit I want. I want the Doom suit with the fur cape. I wonder what demon he killed to get that cape.
It's like Adventure Time. All right, let's go slay an evil bear.
There has to be a demon bear somewhere in there.
There's a demon bear.
Yeah, that's how Finn got his hat.
I like to think that he doesn't even skin it. He just peels it.
Oh God, that sounds painful.
That's the glory kill.
God,
yeah.
The glory kill is he just fucking Spartan kicks it. And the skin, the fur, just
cleanly,
just cleanly. Like popping a banana out of its peel, just.
Oh, comes out its anus.
It just naturally like drapes over his shoulder.
I pictured it like those videos where like people get like knocked down like so hard or get hit so hard that their shoes just fly off.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Except it's a skin.
Yeah. You remember the Scarface game?
Yes, he says that if you hit somebody, right?
Yeah, if you hit someone with the car, like one of the random lines that he could say is like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! His fucking shoes flew off."
Oh man, that game was great.
It was a really good game.
Yeah.
It was probably the best of those like GTA clones that was around at the time.
Yeah.
The Godfather 1 was also decent, but I think Godfather 2 was like they changed the formula too much. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like the same.
Yeah, it was. I feel like it was a little more grounded in the first one, and then that second one just went a little too crazy.
In the second one, yeah,
it's like we can't get too into it because this isn't the gaming show.
We're gonna do a deep dive, another deep dive.
Sorry, we got to save some.
Sorry for wasting your time.
But let us know in the comments if you guys want to hear us talk about more GTA clones. We'll do it for Primos. We'll talk more about Scarface and Godfather, the video games, not the movies. But yes, we can move on to our main topic, which is the Fantastic Four.
Yes, they might have finally gotten it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The trailer just dropped as of when we're recording it. Like it dropped today from where we're recording.
Yeah, and you're right, Paco. I think they finally got it right. Michael Chiklis is the perfect thing.
Yeah.
He's already ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cool thing that I like is that, especially with the Thing, like he's being played by Michael Chiklis. You guys might know him. He's from The Shield.
Yeah.
And the suit for the Thing. It looks so cool. Yeah, it's an actual costume, you know. Everyone was scared that it was gonna be some really cheap, you know, computer CGI, animated. Yeah. But no, it's a costume. It's
practical
Michael Chiklis. Exactly. Practical is definitely the way to go. With this one,
I think they're using some sort of modulator to get the voice right, though. I mean,
they have to be.
You really think so?
He's got a graggly voice. I mean, they just enhanced it.
I have so much faith in Michael Chiklis that I think it's just him.
I mean,
being
the
able
Shield
to
was
do that.
Premier television. The Shield, he played that character of Mr. Shield Man so beautifully.
If anything, I only have one complaint. It's like, so you have Sue Storm, and her ability is that she goes invisible, and you cast Jessica Alba, one of the most attractive people on the planet. What was the thinking in that?
They just didn't want to make the rest of the world jealous. That's why.
I know, right?
I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And they got some dude named Chris Evans to play.
He's a nobody.
Human Torch. Yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
The guy from another teen movie?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, sure. Why not?
I mean, he's going to try his hand at it. I don't know if I trust him.
Right.
Oh, shit, guys. I think there's another Fantastic Four movie coming out. We might have seen the wrong one.
There's another one?
No, I saw the trailer. It said Fantastic Four trailer, and that's what I saw.
Ian Grufford is Reed Richards, the perfect Reed Richards.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you remembered his name. I would never would have.
I had to look it up. I didn't remember his name. And sadly, I know we've already broken character, but sadly, one of the only scenes I remember is the one from Horrible Bosses where he comes to pee on them. where they think he's an assassin, and he lays out the plastic, and he's like, "All right, who's first?" They're like, "What?" He's like, that still cracks me the fuck up every time I see that scene.
Yeah. But all right, yeah, we're done fucking. We're done fucking around. All right, yes, we saw Fantastic Four: The First Steps, or what are they? That is what it's called, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, The First Steps. Here we go.
First Steps.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, First Steps.
Why, when you Google it, the second image that comes out is a fan cast poster with Emily Blunt, what? John Krasinski, and Zac Efron. Why?
Why?
I don't know why Zac Efron specifically, but the John Krasinski and Emily Blunt make sense in that they are really married.
Yeah.
And John Krasinski was in the Doctor Strange one.
Yeah, in Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, he's the one that makes sense. But
Zac Efron's just like out of left field, like
right.
I don't know what logic
they're like.
Is he in a movie with Emily Blunt?
Not that I
know.
Think about the top of my head.
Let me see.
But I mean, at this point, it's just it shouldn't really matter. I just think it's funny that when you look it up, that's literally the second image. Like the first one is Pedro Pascal, which yes, that makes sense. He's actually Reed Richards in the movie.
Yeah.
But why would they put a fake one? But
people.
Well, anyway, let's discuss. What do y'all have opinions as far as
I have a few.
What you see in the trailer.
I have a few. I like the era because it's going to be set early 60s.
Yeah, I like the
era.
Yeah,
the era's really
I like
cool.
the whole
time period
look. Yeah,
I like the looks that they got for Sue and Reed and Johnny and the Thing, because I keep forgetting his name. I like that they showed Galactus. Well, a piece of Galactus.
Yeah, they showed
and that he's not a giant fucking cloud. He's an actual person.
Yeah.
So those are.
Oh, I like the Fantastic car. The fucking
the Fantastic
mobile.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look
I
at
like
it
those dumb '60s cars, man. I like those dumb '60s concept cars. One of my favorite,
Homer?
Yeah.
Like the Homer from The Simpsons.
Yeah, I even like that cartoon where it was like the car of tomorrow, and they would just make a bunch of stupid car puns, But yeah, I like this whole '60s vibe it's going for. It also means that a lot of the costuming can be more akin to what people think of when they think of the Fantastic Four, because
the white and blue,
their suits aren't really dynamic, right?
No,
you can Spider-Man's is way more dynamic looking. You can pick out any piece of that costume and you can tell it's supposed to be Spider-Man. Whereas with the Fantastic Four, it's you got to get just the right chunk to tell that it's a Fantastic Four member, especially if you got the Thing, because he just wears the chones and he's like Hulk that way. But no, I think it looks cool. I like the cast. I like the look. The
vibe.
The vibes. The vibes are right. The vibes are right, as they say.
it's only a teaser for it, but still, it got me excited. I'm like, oh, dude, this looks like it's gonna be good. It got my hopes up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I think I only have like really just like one complaint, and that's the Thing's voice right now. That's
It's
really
not
the only thing that
gravelly.
I'm like, it's not graggly enough, not rocky
You
enough.
want them to
It's
call
like
him
his
Michael
normal
Chiklis?
voice. Yeah, like I'm sorry, but I feel like if he's gonna be a rock man, I feel like he should have like the graggly, rocky voice. But I mean, it'll probably grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. And I like that. It looks like the Thing is gonna be practical. Well, at least more practical, because I think the 2005 one, only part of him was practical. Like I think just arms and legs, and I think part of the torso was practical on the Thing on Michael Chiklis. I think this one looks like it's all practical. I'm pretty sure they're probably just gonna, have movements for like the eyebrows and stuff are probably gonna be CG'd or something, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the only,
They might be taking a page
like,
off of Sonic, because
yeah,
the Sonic movies, well, starting with like the second and third one, they
mm-hmm,
have like life size Sonic like mannequins, Sonic,
mm-hmm,
Knuckles, and Tails, and they're painted the way like the same colors that like the characters are, so
yeah,
that they can get the lighting right. So then when they
mm,
actually CG the animation onto it, like they have the lighting, so it looks better. It doesn't give you that weird uncanny valley effect.
yeah,
Yeah. hmm Uh, to me, it's the the look. It is definitely a choice. I don't hate it, but it is gonna take some getting used to for me. You know what it is now that I'm looking at a photo of it. I think it's just they made the eyebrows too like
Too big.
exaggerated.
they
Yeah,
they're definitely
and
pulling from like the original
uh
Stan Lee,
huh.
Steve
yeah,
Ditko.
And like, don't get me wrong. Like, you look at like in the comics, and he has like that's how he looks. But I don't know. In this, like, it's one of those where like in a drawing, it looks all right, but
yeah,
then translated to live action, I don't know. It looks a little weird to
mm-hmm,
me, but I'm willing to still just chalk it up at like maybe it'll just take some getting used to that, and because I really do think with the original one, the Michael Chiklis, like I think they landed the look like really good in that movie, like for a live action thing.
Thing.
I think
Mm-hmm.
with the lie with the Michael Chiklis one, I feel like they just went like they did back then with those movies. Like they wanted to get it as what they would think it would look like real life as possible. You know what I mean? Like if this
Mm-hmm.
actually happened, this is probably more accurate to real life. Whereas I think now what they're
Yeah.
doing with a lot of like these superhero movies and these video game adaptations is they're just like, man, we're just gonna give the people what they want, just kind of make it look uh as real as possible in the sense of it still looks like it's jumping out of the comic base page or the video game for you. That's what I just
Yeah.
think they decided. Like, you know what?
Mm.
It
Fuck it.
took
We're just gonna
it
go
took
all in.
fucking 30 years to get Wolverine his fucking ears, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, they're just like, you know what? Just make it look like what it looks like in the comic book, and people will be happy. And then it's true. Just like perfect example, Sonic. Sonic, they're like, absolutely not with that first draft or whatever the fuck you gave us a trailer of. They're like, absolutely not. And then they're just like, well, just make it look like the game. And what the fuck? It is now one of the perfect trilogies.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what they're doing with this look. And I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I dig the look. Just the voice at first, but then again, we only heard a few words spoken.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we only heard a
And
few words spoken. So I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe that's just not his whole voice. Maybe when he is in battle and he starts raging, maybe then it'll change up a little bit.
yeah, and same thing with the look of like the thing. I mean, it is a trailer. The movie's not done yet. They're
Yeah,
still working on the CGI, the lighting, all that
yeah,
stuff. So it could it could get tweaked
yeah,
in the final cut. And And yeah, and like I said, I'm even still willing to just chalk it up at it'll probably grow on me. Like once I actually see the movie, I'll get used to it. It won't look so. I don't know if uncanny is the proper word to use, but yeah, it won't look so
It
off, I guess.
No, yeah, I see what you
Hmm.
mean because when he in that still of him wearing the hat,
Mm-hmm.
wearing the
Hmm.
fedora like his going out clothes, it does look like he's wearing another smaller hat under his hat,
Mm.
Hmm.
kinda a little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
um,
No, so
But
yeah, I think we have reasons to be happy with what, or reasons to look forward to Fantastic Four. Everything so far,
mhm.
we don't know how their personalities are going to be just yet. Especially with Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch, we'll see how wild and crazy he gets.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think that's really all I got for the trailer. It looks good, looks great. I'm excited. Just
Hmm.
like I said, you're right, Juan. Where again, they're not really done with it yet. Not done with the lighter thing. Oh, the robot in that Fresh Heart trailer. He
Herbie,
looks
yeah.
really, he looks fucking cool as shit. I was like, that is cool.
Yeah.
Like they, I hope he's practical as well, like another practical effect as well.
He
Hmm.
looks like
He looks like
fucking
it's going to be a
practical.
practical
He
effect.
looks,
So
yeah.
like
Hmm.
that's fucking cool.
Like, you know
Um,
what? I shit on the fucking Avengers campus or whatever the fuck
yeah.
that Disney World and Disneyland have going on because it's like, oh, it's wrong sounding Deadpool. Cool.
Uh huh.
I could have just gone to a convention to see this, guys. But if they have a fucking Herbie just like walking around, like, they make animatronics, or if they just
Yeah.
have fucking redo the Epcot sphere. No one gives a shit about that ride that's in there. Make it the Fantastic Four ride and put a bunch of Herbies in there. I will ride the fuck out of
Hmm.
it. And Sue
I,
Storm. Joke landed.
no,
Man.
I do wonder, like, storyline wise, like how it's gonna like fit into the MCU, because since this is a prequel timeline wise,
Yeah.
it's
Hmm.
like, well, where the fuck is the Fantastic Four Tower? Where
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
The
Where the
Baxter
you get it?
building. Yeah.
Like, yeah, like where is all this shit?
Well,
So I'm wondering like how they're gonna handle that, or
I hate
I'm.
to drop the dreaded M word, but
That's what
multiverse.
I was thinking. I'm thinking
yeah.
it's gonna be multiverse related, and they're probably gonna play a more bigger, prominent role in Secret Wars. I think because I forget
Hmm.
what's before Secret Wars. They're doing something with this
It was supposed to
phase
be Kang Dynasty, but
Kang, and then it was supposed to be
Hmm.
Secret Wars. And there's rumors that at
they're
least
gonna bring him back.
they're going to bring
Jonathan.
Kang back. Yeah, because I guess all the stuff that happened. They're probably thinking about bringing him back, which we'll see. Yeah, it might work, it might not work. But yeah, I think you're right. Probably going to be multiverse something. Uh,
Hmm.
is Secret Wars is the one where all the different multiverses came together, right? Or was it just
Secret
um,
Wars, if I'm remembering
Hmm.
this correctly, it's when the Beyonder, he's like a godlike being. Well,
mhm.
all right, like full
Hmm.
disclosure, I'm just pulling from Spider-Man the animated series. I haven't read any of these comics.
Yes, you can
Uh,
correct us. Correct us if we're wrong. Totally fine.
yeah, he basically wants to have a final ultimate battle of good versus evil. So he
Mm,
summons a bunch of heroes onto this, barren planet, and a bunch of villains onto the barren planet to
mhm.
fight it out and see who comes out on top.
Yeah. I
Uh,
wonder if they're gonna do like a Doom teaser in here as well, because he's like their main guy, right?
Doom is
Doom.
the main
Doom's always the main
Fantastic
guy,
Four
Yeah.
so I'm
villain.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if Doom is gonna be like what's it called? What do they call him? Sizzle. Damn it. What is it, Juan? At the end of the movie,
Stinger.
Stinger. There you go.
Oh,
Fuck, I'm losing my fucking
yeah.
mind here.
I
I wonder
I
if he's
I
gonna be
would
like a Stinger or something.
I would hope so, especially because they announced that Robert Downey Jr. is like
Yeah.
playing him. So I would think like, well, what's the point of doing all that, like, pomp
Yeah.
and circumstance to
I can already
highlighting
imagine
him
what
on
the Stinger
stage?
is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a homage to the first Iron Man. You're just going to see the Doom, him hitting something, and it's going to be the Doom mask and not the Iron Man mask. That's the fucking stinger right there.
Holy crap! If they do that, you completely sold me. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't really like that Robert Downey Jr. is playing him, but holy fuck, if they do it like that, you know what? I'm back. I'm back.
I feel like that would be a really cool stinger if that's how they decide to like reintroduce Robert Downey Jr. He's not going to be Iron Man anymore. He's probably multiverse. Maybe could be a multiverse villain. He's from a different universe. But kind of the same thing happened, except he's not hammering the Iron Man mask. He's hammering the Doom mask. That right there, I feel like, holy shit, that'd be badass. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to do, because Silver Surfer is also in this one. It's Silver Surfer and Galactus.
What? Yes. Oh, well, yeah.
Galactus Silver Surfer,
is there. The Silver Surfer has
Silver
to
Surfer
show
and
up.
Galactus. I wonder how they're going to do Silver Surfer this time. If it's going to be like the metally liquid metal Terminator look.
The Terminator, the T-1000.
Yeah, T-1000. Silver 1000. The TSS 1000. The Terminator Silver Surfer 1000. I wonder if they're going to do it that way. I mean, I thought it was still pretty cool the way they did it. Silver Surfer wise in the 2005 movie. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But I wonder how Silver Surfer is going to look. And also this time, Silver Surfer is a woman. So we'll see how much people are going to hate that.
They're going with that version of it. Well, there's already a precedent in the comics.
So. Yeah, so...
I mean, I really don't give a fuck. Like,
I mean, they're still going to complain, but like... there's usually less fuel to that fire when it's like, no, it's in the
comics.
Yeah,
it's in the comics. Yeah. There's going to be one Jack. It's not comic accurate, motherfucker. You're reading the wrong.
Literally, no one complained when fucking Nick Fury was Ultimate Nick Fury. When it was just Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
Even though he's originally a white guy, no one said shit.
He's originally David Hasselhoff.
I'm telling you, dude, it's all these goddamn like snowflakes, man. Like they try bitch and moan about everything. That like it's like, man, y'all can't. I don't know how these people like just live. You know, I can't like you can't just enjoy anything anymore.
Yeah,
and
no, you really.
I'm like that's sad. That's a horrible way to live.
Like they're just gonna find something to complain about. It could be one of the best Marvel movies, and still somebody's gonna say some bullshit.
Yeah,
but I can already guarantee. Like and I haven't seen any hate yet, but then again, it just came out today, so we'll see in the rest of this week, who complains about it and who says something about it. Dude, oh, it's not this or it's not that. Like Sue Storm, blah. Like, oh, fuck off. Hopefully, Namor makes an appearance.
Right.
What? Oh no, Namor makes an appearance. Namor makes an appearance on Sue Storm's phone. He's texting.
Right.
Mi amor.
All right.
What's next?
All right. With that out of the way, we could move on to another Marvel movie. Captain America.
Yeah,
not getting enough hype, I don't think.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this because in the Excellence chat that I'm in, Key brought up a good point. I think that this trailer for Fantastic Four was just like dropped. Just like whatever. The Super Bowl's in what, like 2 weeks?
No, it's Sunday.
No,
it's Sunday.
Yeah,
like
it's Sunday.
They couldn't have waited and blew their wad then. Like that's usually what these things are reserved for. But no, Captain America has that spot, and I feel like people don't give as much of a crap about Captain America as they do Fantastic Four.
Which is weird that they're doing that, because Captain America literally comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
So 2 days before the Super Bowl.
Wait, does it come out this weekend?
Doesn't it? Or am I wrong?
I think it's the 14th, doesn't it? Comes out the 14th.
Oh, so it comes out a week later. Okay,
yeah,
my bad.
It comes out like that Friday. Like Sunday's the Super Bowl.
So it comes. So okay. So and then my bad. I'm wrong. I got my dates mixed up. So, but yeah. Either way, you still bring a good point, or Key brings up a good point that yeah, it's not getting much attention. Yeah, now that I think
No,
about it,
not at all.
normally they do like the one teaser and then usually like two like
Yeah,
official trailers. This one only got the one teaser and
yeah, trailer.
the one trailer, and even then they had to re-edit the trailer because of all the real world politics that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't
uh
think it's getting enough hype, and people are just kind of ignoring it.
I think
Um,
it's had a stink around it because of all the reshoots that
mhm.
yeah.
um even though like every movie has
Yeah,
reshoots,
Yeah.
uh but I I don't know. I still am going to try to see it. Like
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I like Captain America
Yeah, me too. And I think I personally feel like Captain America has like the best standalone
movies.
movies. Like if you're
Yeah,
talking about just the individual hero, I think Captain America has like the best ones, because like let's face it, that Winter Soldier movie is
oh,
just a
beautiful.
great action movie on
Yeah,
its own. Like ignore that it's connected to a bigger like storyline. It just on its own, it's a great action movie.
yeah,
And then I mean the third one is Civil War. I mean, come on,
yeah.
yeah.
how do you top that, right? So that's why I'm really excited for this one. And it sucks that that it's not getting as much hype. It's not getting as much, like, I guess, fanfare, if that's
Yeah,
the.
and I think people just hate on it too much because I know it sounds. I think people just hate on it because they don't think it's going to be any good because it's not Chris Evans, it's Anthony
Hmm.
Mackie. Anthony Mackie does a great job. I like his costume. I think his costume is really cool. I think people
Hmm.
Yeah, I
hate on
like
his
the suit.
costume, and I'm like, dude, his suit's actually pretty badass. Also, he has wings.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like those wings could make so many memes out of it. Like, with just the South Park
Hmm.
America in the background, and then just his fucking wings bust out. I feel like in this movie, there has to be somebody that can, like, every action scene that his wings pop out or he throws his shield, just the America plays in my head every every, every time he does something. It's that. Um, but I think it's just getting all this hate for no reason, and I think I forgot the name of the show on Disney Plus, the Captain America show that they did. Um,
Oh,
fuck, don't remember the name of it. Shit, I should
Captain
have.
America. No, was it Captain America? Falcon and the Winter
Falcon
Soldier.
and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah, the
one.
live
I
action.
that one
I was
wasn't
thinking
as bad.
animated.
No,
Like,
no, I was thinking the live action show. I mean,
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
wasn't great, but I thought it did pretty good
Mhm.
for what it was, continuing the story and
Yeah.
shit. So I'm
Yeah, I feel bad for that one because that one they had to reshoot it,
yeah,
but it's because the plot line was literally like about a viral outbreak,
yeah.
and the show came out during the
Oh
pandemic,
yeah, during
so
COVID.
they had
So
to halt it, reshoot it, rewrite it to change the plot. And so I like to think that like the complaints I had about the show is because they had to change the story like
Yeah,
after they had finished production. So yeah, so I do feel bad because I do
yeah,
think like if it weren't for, again, real world events
yeah,
altering these damn movies, because yeah, and it only happens to Captain
yeah,
America. What the fuck? Like they're predicting
yeah.
the future.
And also, like, I mean, come on, Red Hulk, Harrison Ford is Red Hulk, and Giancarlo Esposito, I don't know what character he's playing. Like, that's good shit right there. You got some star power there.
Mhm.
So I think people are just like counting their chickens before they hatch, I guess is the
I
word
Mhm.
or the
think
phrase. I don't think it's gonna be bad.
I think it's gonna be
I think it's gonna
good.
do.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
like
mean,
I don't know if it's going to hit the same heights
Winter
as
Soldier,
like
yeah.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be Winter Soldier good. I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
pretty decent. Like,
Yeah, the other thing that I think has been kind of giving this movie the cheese touch is is that it was announced around the time that everyone was like, man, fuck Kang. I don't give a shit about Kang. Like
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
was kind of getting that I guess Marvel fatigue or whatever. Like
Superhero fatigue. Yeah.
the movies
Yeah.
weren't hitting as good as they were before. And then they announced all these other ones, and Captain America just happened to be one of the ones that was announced
Yeah.
during that time.
Yeah.
So I think that's also another thing of it. But I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be good. Fantastic Four looks
Yeah.
fantastic. I think they're gonna make a comeback. I think they're getting
Yeah. I
their
think
Yeah.
I want to have faith that I think they realize like okay like doing all this Kang shit and the movies are not building up to anything,
Yeah.
and the ones that tease that do build up to something, we don't even know what that something is. So I like to think that like yeah, they saw the issues that fans were having, and they're like, okay, you know what, we need to just cut the bullshit, just treat these movies as movies,
Yeah.
and we'll just you know pick up the pieces
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
I
Because
think maybe losing James Gunn might have also like kicked them in the ass a
Yeah.
little bit.
yeah,
He switched over. He switched over.
Superman
mm-hmm.
looks good as fuck,
Oh,
guys.
it really does.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had said that that like I guess the early reviews, people are really loving it. They're like
It
Mm-hmm.
looks
it's
good.
Guardians
It
of the
looks like a
Galaxy.
fucking Superman movie.
Yeah, they said it's like Guardians of the Galaxy level good, and I really enjoyed the
Alright.
first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh
Uh,
man, DC got their golden goose. I think they
Yeah.
did it. Keep them in
uh,
charge.
yeah, they're not gonna let him go.
No.
I think Marvel needs to make a play and steal Bruce Timm.
Ooh,
Well,
dude.
I've been watching a lot of DC animated universe like reviews and like
Mm-hmm.
timeline theories and stuff on
DC
YouTube.
animated is goaded.
Yeah, and throughout the course of that, they'll pull snippets of like different interviews with Bruce Timm.
Mm-hmm.
This dude like knows his shit. Not just when it comes to DC, he was like dropping some Marvel knowledge, and I was like,
Ooh.
"Okay, why do fucking Marvel steal him?
And they might
Fucking,
have some
you
ideas.
should have
Right.
fucking traded him for James Gunn."
I mean, well, I guess we'll see where things go, but for our final topic, still sticking with Marvel. uh, what's his name? Who do you put?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. There you
Shang-Chi.
go. Simu Liu.
You say Simu Liu, and all I think
Simu
about
Liu.
is Nationwide. Emu.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was going for. I know his name's Simu Liu. All right, I was just it was a damn joke. Don't call me a racist. Don't cancel me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
canceling
It was
everybody
low
on that.
hanging. It was low hanging fruit, and I went for it.
He's
But
gonna cancel
yes,
because he's canceling everybody on that dragon show he's on. He's tearing people apart on it. If you haven't watched that Canadian Shark Tank, but it's like Dragon's Head or something, man, he's tearing.
Yeah.
He's giving them the business. He's really giving people the business.
But yes, so he's in the news because there's a video game called Sleeping Dogs. To
Great
give
video
just
game,
a
by the way.
little backstory, it was originally going to be True Crime, the game series, because you had True Crime Streets of LA, True Crime New York City, and then they were going to do True Crime Hong Kong. But due to some behind the scenes drama and production, it ultimately got canceled, and then that is when Square Enix, a different company, bought the rights to the game, but they couldn't use the title of True Crime Hong Kong since they didn't own that series, the True Crime series. So they just called it Sleeping Dogs, based on the phrase like "leave sleeping dogs where they lie."
Yeah.
And it's basically a crime drama story in the sense that you play as an undercover
So,
cop.
just to bring this
Who's
back full circle,
yes, uh-huh.
the True Crime is a GTA clone. Would you
Oh
say?
my god, yes.
Wow. Wow. What a comeback. What a comeback.
Oh my god, this is the quality show.
Yeah, such quality. We don't forget about stuff.
We drop hints. uh yeah, but continue.
But yeah, so
GTA clone.
so yeah, so just to be really quick about son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
Give me 1 second. We'll keep it rolling. I will be right back.
We can talk about something else while we wait for that sleeping dog.
Okay.
You know what? You want to give a quick review on the Spider-Man?
The Spider-Man?
Yeah. We watched the new Spider-Man
Friendly
on
Neighborhood
Friendly
Spider-Man.
Neighborhood Spider-Man on Disney Channel. Watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I dug it a lot.
Characters are winning. So far it's only 2 episodes. So far all the characters are written well. It doesn't bore you. And like I was telling you guys earlier, I'm surprised there's no hate on it yet, even though there's only 2 episodes. There's no hate because there are gender swapped characters. There are race swapped characters. And I mean, for the 2 episodes, it's really good. And like I said, I'm surprised there's no hate. Nobody's been hating on it. So if they're not hating on it, shit, it's good. Yeah, that's my quick review on it. It's good. Go watch it.
Yeah. I will just say that if you don't like the look of the show, then it's probably not going to be for you. Yeah, but there are some moments where like the animation does kind of look a little janky. Like it's still good. It's still really high quality animation. I'm not trying to shit on it and say that it's like a piece of crap. But if that, like 60s comic look doesn't jive with you, then the show, it's not changing.
I dug the comic transitions.
I dug it too.
I dug that. I was like, that's really cool. I dug the comic transitions.
I like the look of the show. I like like there were some small hiccups with the animation.
Back. I had to move the car because I was blocking. Lily and she had to go to the store. Okay. All right.
Back to the GTA clone of Sleeping Dogs.
Yes. Exactly. So, as I was saying, it's you're an undercover cop, and you're in the it's the triads, I believe, not the yakuza.
Yeah.
And
Chinese.
So he's undercover in them, infiltrating them while secretly a cop, and it's an action game. Kung fu for your hand-to-hand combat, and likewise you get some shootouts and stuff. And you name it, it's your crime drama in video game form. Well, they they've been trying to make this into a movie for a while. Yeah. Originally, Donnie Yen tried to do it.
You're right.
Yeah. And he was supposed to play the main guy.
I forgot about that. Holy shit! Yeah.
Yes. However, right now Donnie Yen, he's working on his directorial debut.
Yeah.
Doing a movie called.
Anything?
I don't think so.
Man, I didn't know.
Maybe it's not his debut. But either
American
way,
debut.
He is directing a movie called The Prosecutor, and he's starring in it as well. So he is doing, I guess, promotion for that movie right now, because I think it's set to come out, or it already came out in China, and it just hasn't come out here yet. And they asked him, "Yo, where's that Sleeping Dogs movie?" And he said, like, "Nah, that project's dead. Like, it's not happening." And then that's when Shang Chi with his 10 rings came in and brought this shit back to life.
So isn't he also saying, like, invested in like some kind of dumpling business? Like, that's I'm not making a racist joke here. I swear to God, I saw an interview where, like on a talk show or something, where he was telling the story about how like he had gotten some samples of like these dumplings that are like frozen, and you just reheat them. That were supposed to be really good and like pretty authentic, but he was out of town at the time that like he got them. Like, he did put them in the fridge or whatever, like they didn't go bad, but his parents were staying at his place while he was out, and he also had like some fun gummies. He had some weed gummies, I think. Yeah. And his parents got into them, not knowing what they were. And then they got the munchies, and they were like, "Well, those gummies are really good. One, and these dumplings are fucking awesome." And so I think he invested in that company, and he's like part owner, or like and the angel investor or some shit. But like, yeah.
Awesome. All right. There you go. So yeah, maybe, possibly. Point is, Simu Liu is a man of a lot of hats and a lot of rings.
So it's confirmed he took some of that in the MCU.
Yeah, it clearly he is Knuff.
It clearly is Knuff.
All right, but yes, Simu Liu, he it seems he's like, well, let me try reviving the project. And he commented it himself on Twitter, and he said that the goal is like, one, he's like, it's hard convincing people to greenlight a project based on a video game. Like that's he's like, that's already a struggle. But also he says that like the goal, the roadmap, if you will, is he wants to pitch the movie, get it greenlit, get it made, and then use that to convince a studio to make a sequel to the game. Oh, so okay. That's the roadmap in his mind. Like,
he's working on multiple fronts right now.
Use the movie as leverage to get a sequel. Right. So everyone is like, let this man cook.
I mean, Simu Liu is really bringing it.
Yes. Yeah. And so right now, the word is that it did get greenlit. It seems some people are attached to make this happen. And that, yes, he is currently set to play the main guy. I think his name's Wei Shen. And he's also going to produce the movie.
Okay.
So,
man, fuck Jey Uso. Simu should have won the fucking Royal Rumble.
Right. He should have been in there. Yes. And
maybe one day.
So, yeah, maybe. So here's hoping that it does come true, mainly because I feel like martial arts movies haven't been doing as good here, like in the United States, and that sucks because like because action movies do so good, like here, because superhero movies at the end of the day they're just action movies.
Yeah.
But yet, like when it comes to something like this, like they don't always like do that good, and that bothers me.
I think it's partly that like a lot of for a good chunk of time, Hong Kong and like Chinese cinema as a whole has been moving to more effects driven style movies. I mean, that's not all the movies that they make. There's some are still, like traditional looking martial arts movies, but the the effects heavy movie doesn't really work with the American audience. And so I think for a lot of people it's just been like, I mean, I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna find the one random fucking theater in town that's gonna be playing this Hong Kong action movie. I'm gonna sit there, and then it's just gonna be like fucking anime. It's just gonna be a bunch of kamehamehas flying all over the place. Yeah, like I just want to see dudes deck each other. Like,
yeah, it's not grounded to like a believable sense of reason.
Even so, even was it the Warriors, the Walled In Twilight
That's on
of the
Prime,
Warriors?
by the way. I need to
That's
watch
on
that.
Prime, and
I need to watch that.
I should have put it on my top 3 of 2024. I just completely forgot like that it was on the list. I really dug that movie. I thought it was really cool. The action, the fight scenes are phenomenal. But even in that movie, spoilers, at the very end, these guys are just throwing hands. Like they're just really good at throwing hands. Like, yeah, sometimes their like attacks are over the top and stuff in the sense that like they're throwing people through walls and shit and they're just like dusting it off, but like that's standard, like action movie
That's
stuff.
Standard kung fu stuff.
Yeah. At the very end, one of these fuckers has powers, and they never explain how in the fuck do you have powers, dude? Where's this bullshit coming from? So I thought all y'all had the same power, and it was hands.
It's the chi.
So yeah, maybe there is a bit of a dip in the. I don't know if quality is the right word, but in storytelling.
Yeah. In that movie's defense, even though that it like fucking sidewinded me with some dude having superpowers, these guys, one of them just being a fucking X-Men. It doesn't happen until the very, very end, and it's still like, dog, this is a bomb ass fight scene. Like I can't even be mad.
Also, who I think is stealing the thunder for like action and fight scenes? That's like at least to me can be comparable to, because I'm like you guys. We watch like the kung fu movies growing up on fucking Telemundo. Yeah. When I was kid, I used to watch the samurai movies that they would play on Telemundo sometimes, or a kung fu movie they would play. But who has some badass action scenes? Even though they're over the top, they are somewhat effects heavy, but I feel like it's more of like the old school Jackie Chan where they're using, they are using practical and actually doing their own stunts, and there might be some wire work. Fucking Indian movies, Bollywood movies.
Oh yeah,
dude, look up like Bollywood Indian, fight scenes. They're gonna blow you away. Dude, they have got some out of pocket, ridiculous ass fight scenes that are just. I'm like, this is really fucking good. I don't know what's going on in the whole
wire
movie.
Work and shit.
Yeah. No, me and Mark saw one recently. I think he rented it off of Prime. I don't know if it's free on Prime. I think he had to pay for it. But it was called Kill.
Okay.
All right.
Like legit, just the word kill?
Yeah, just the word kill. Okay. I'm gonna look.
We'll look it up now.
The opening 30 minutes are kind of bullshit. Like the movie, it does have some really cool like fight scenes in the opening 30 minutes, but it's trying to set up like a love story. And spoilers, doesn't work out so great for the girl. I'm not really spoiling much because like this happens before the fucking title. Like the dude is like special forces, Indian special forces, and they're like it's a Die Hard situation only on a train. So I guess it's closer to Under Siege 2. Under Siege 2. So the train's being hijacked and robbed, and the main guy and his buddy are trying to like stop the robbers, but it's a ton of them,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not. They're not fighting to kill. Like they're just like knocking these dudes out. Well, his girl eats it, and then the title drops, "Kill."
What?
And he just starts like snapping necks.
I know what movie you're talking about now. I just looked it up, and as soon as I saw the title, I was like, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the trailer. It looks fantastic.
Yeah,
It looks, at least to me, it looks
too.
fantastic.
Like honestly, once the girl eats it, and this is shitty to say, but like once she's out of the picture, holy crap, this movie's awesome.
I looked it up.
How dare you?
It's $8 to own on Amazon, so I might buy it.
Yeah, dude,
just to check it out.
I saw the trailer for it. I think Mark was the one that told me about it too. It looks badass. Like I said, man, like some of these Indian movies, and even like the Indonesian one, The Raid.
Yeah,
those
the Raid 2
guys,
are like perfect action movies.
Yeah. So, like, I think that's just what it is. I feel like the Hong Kong movies had their thunder stolen a little bit. You know, the Hong Kong Chinese movies, because Jackie Chan kind of slowed down. Donnie Yen was a big thing. Jet Li, and then they've gotten older. They've kind of slowed down. They're doing directorial debuts. They're directing. You know, not doing as much as they used to. And those were like the big stars. Yeah. At least I think. I don't know anything about Chinese cinema. And speaking of Chinese cinema, just real quick, I am really glad for Ke Huy Quan's comeback.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna watch that Love Hurts movie.
Yeah, like his. I am so glad for his comeback, and everything he's been in lately. He's just fucking killed it every single time. There is like right now, every role he's done so far has been great, and I just wish that they would have put him in the Indiana Jones movie as like an archaeologist, like he was following in Indy's footsteps, and even if it was a quick, like, you know, you just hear Indy, and it's, you know, he looks at Harrison and he's like, you haven't aged a day. Like shit like that. Like, I just wish they really would have used him for Indiana Jones, because it would have been awesome. But I just had to do that tangent because he popped in my head, and if I didn't say it now, I'm gonna forget about it. But
I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit because I want to shout out this really good YouTube video about Hong Kong cinema and like the sort of changes that it went through, and there's a movie that he shouts out that is like almost a perfect metaphor for the way he's describing how Hong Kong cinema has changed. But I watched that video a long ass time ago, so I'm just gonna like go through my history and like try to find it.
Try to find that video. Yeah.
All right, and let me just to double back to the sleeping dogs. So I do think like the game itself is probably more of like a hidden gem. I want to say it didn't get too big of a following, which is a shame because it's a really great game. For you guys that are curious about it, yeah, GTA clone, with kung fu hand to hand fights. It's on sale on Steam as when we're recording this. It's like $3. Hopefully it's still on sale by the time you guys watch this, and yeah, you can pick it up for $3. But even then, because it's an old game, I can't imagine that the full price is like probably like $20 or less anyway. It and it has potential, like to be a good like action drama movie, and I think, you know, Donnie Yen knew that, and so that's why he had been trying to get this movie made all that time ago, and it's just a shame that like it never worked out. But I mean, this is, you know, it's normal. You always hear about like, you know, oh, they're working on this movie, they're working on that, and then it goes nowhere. Uncharted was uh greenlit to be a movie, like by the by the time they were working on the third game, and then we
Yeah.
get the movie like so many years later where they it was supposed to be like Mark Wahlberg playing the main character. Then
Ugh.
nope, now it's Tom Holland. Because
I'm still mad at that.
yeah, it that man that movie. We shouldn't go too into it because it's gonna be on a tangent, and
Yeah.
we're not on a Pixel Primos. But
And uh, did it get greenlit for a sequel? I think we're getting an Uncharted 2.
I mean, it's been years, so we'll see.
I did find the video, the YouTube video.
What's it called?
It's titled Gallants, the best kung fu film you haven't watched. It's a 10-minute video essay by the channel is Accented Cinema. It's a really good watch. It's really interesting, and it goes through a lot of like what I mentioned, where like kung fu cinema or like Hong Kong cinema itself has kind of just become more effects focused, whereas
Mm-hmm.
before it was more, like practical and more about the choreography, I guess, choreography focused,
Mm-hmm.
for lack of a better term. And he also, does a very good and succinct synopsis of this movie, Gallants, which is about these old guys that are like that used to be great kung fu fighters and are now being outshone by these young guns, like the same way that
Mm-hmm.
kung fu cinema is being outshone by these effects heavy movies in China. So
Mm. Okay, I think I've seen this channel before.
yeah,
It's popped
he
up on my feed, and yeah, and I've seen a few of his videos. But funny enough, this is one of the ones that escaped me. I didn't see this one.
How do you spell it?
accented
Gallant,
cinema.
Gallant.
Gallant, or the movie? Oh, okay. Gallant is Gallants. Gallants.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
And
look
the
it up.
YouTube channel is Accented Cinema. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did videos on Itman,
Yeah,
and I saw those. Yeah, those are the ones I saw. So I'm like, no, I've seen this. I've seen this guy before, and yeah, it's a good channel. Mm-hmm. But I didn't see this video. Then now I will.
Accent Cinema.
Okay, but with that said, I think we can wrap things up here. So you alphas, thank you once again for dealing with our with some of our tangents. And yeah, let us know in the comments what y'all think about Fantastic Four trailer. Let us know if you're gonna watch Captain America: Brave New World, and
I hope
let
so.
us know if you're curious about a Sleeping Dogs movie starring Simu Liu, who is
It better
clearly
be.
Kenough. But yes, let us know. And until then, we will see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.
peace.